Hi, my name's Olivia Libby. I use she, her pronouns, and I currently serve as the Director for Fraternity and Sorority Affairs.
Hi, everybody. My name is Nellie Forker, and I currently serve as your Associate Director for Fraternity and Sorority Affairs. So the Fraternity and Sorority Affairs mission, we strive to support Bucknell students through Greek-lettered residential experience by creating opportunities and providing access to preventative education, leadership development, and values-based chapter advising mentorship. We encourage our chapters and their members to partner with us in the greater community and empower them to embark on self-discovery, think critically and humbly about their world around them, and prepare for a life of purpose. All of this is possible through and informed by our commitment to the four pillars of fraternity and sorority life, which is scholarship, service and philanthropy, leadership, and friendship. So we currently have on our campus 6 fraternities, 7 sororities, and 2 NPHC organizations. One is a fraternity, one is a sorority. So our NPC sororities are governed by the National Panhellenic Conference. Our NIC or IFC fraternities are governed by the North American Interfraternal Council, and NPHC is governed by National Panhellenic. We also are hopeful to get an MGC sorority, which is our Multicultural Greek Council.
So if a student chooses to go Greek, they become what's called an affiliated member and goes through what we like to call the life cycle of a Bucknell FSL student or fraternity sorority life student. This cycle goes through 5 different sectors of going through the process of being a potential new member, which is anyone prior to going through recruitment, becoming a new member, transitioning to an initiated active member, having leadership opportunities, and then going on beyond Bucknell to be considered a lifetime or alumni membership. So we're going to go into what each of those look like. So a PNM is short for a potential new member. That is anyone that's eligible to participate in a recruitment-based process. Later on in this presentation, we're going to talk about what those eligibility requirements will look like. But a PNM specifically is an individual that's interested in going through. They will sit in on some activities such as information sessions. They will be able to have the opportunity to meet active members and start to see where they fit due to our process being a values-based process. So we're looking to connect individuals' values to a chapter specifically. In the spring of your first year or your student's first year here, they will also be eligible to go to the areas in which our chapters reside in an event called Open House, and basically explore the facilities and what that looks like and learn a little bit more from a social lens of the chapter members to what they stand for, what they enjoy doing, and why they individually chose each chapter. And that kind of takes everyone through their spring semester. And then if they choose to become a registered PNM, what that means is that they have chose to go through the recruitment process, and they will be able to participate in recruitment orientation to prepare them for what a values-based recruitment process is. After recruitment, the last day you can receive a bid to a chapter, which means that you have received an invitation to join an organization. At that point, you become what's referred to as a new member. A new member specifically has committed to join that Greek lettered organization. They've accepted the bid or the invite to the organization and has started that process. Our new member process occurs as a dual process. So each chapter has an individualized new member education program in which they can learn the history and fundamentals of their chapter, while our office, the FSA office specifically, hosts new member education that really focuses on preventative education and being an engaged citizen within their Greek affiliated membership. Once the new member process ends, initiation occurs. Initiation just means that you have full voting rights, that you can become a full-fledged member. At that point, an active or an initiated member can also start to think about what their future in a Greek lettered organization looks like, if they would like to take on leadership responsibilities, or how they would like their membership experience to go. Our office provides what we like to call a Greek life curriculum to create a life cycle of learning while an individual is affiliated. We provide different lunch and learns and different opportunities for collective growth as a community, in which we have brought in outside speakers that focus on wellness, mental health, how to lead and how to be a leader, hazing prevention and what that looks like, and a focus on harm reduction. We've also started to develop leadership curriculum around becoming a leader. As for some of our individuals, that may be their first leadership opportunity they have experience in their collegiate experience at that point. So we've developed a week-long leadership summit to hone in on how to be a successful leader within a private organization, what that looks like, and how we can make sure that they have the tools to not only succeed in the leadership, but leave an impact for their organization. Within the Greek life cycle, you can also choose to become a student leader, which can hone in and focus on becoming an exec member, which means on a leadership board or a member of a leadership council across an organization. They can choose to become a peer advisor, which is a residential advisor for the Greek spaces due to them being a peer member of the organization. Other opportunities can be found within their governing bodies and being able to be a leader there, and honing in on that. So each individual that is affiliated has an opportunity to advance their leadership development throughout the duration of their life cycle as an affiliated member. Which brings us to graduation and post. So Greek life does not end at graduation, and being Greek or being an affiliated member goes beyond being able to graduate. So we talk about networking and connecting back to not only our alumni here at Bucknell, but our alumni networks within each of our national organizations that can help and assist in career development and career advancement, and also create just a mentorship relationship with young graduating members of their collegiate journey. So we try to teach them how to stay connected, and we also try to bring our alumni back to campus to kind of continue to integrate that process.
So after learning all that, if you think that Greek life might be a part of your Bucknell journey or your student's journey, there's a couple of things that you need to remember going into your freshman year. We do have academic requirements, so our minimum is a 2.5 to be eligible for recruitment. We really encourage for your GPA to be higher because some of our chapters do have higher minimum requirements. So to maximize your options, you want that to be closer to a 2.9. You also have to be a sophomore, so we do a sophomore deferred recruitment. So your first year is learning about organizations and getting really integrated in the Bucknell community, while that first semester of your sophomore year is when we do host our formal recruitment process. So we also have a conduct requirement. So we do a conduct check on all of our potential new members who have registered for recruitment. What a conduct check entails is just seeing if you are on an active conduct status, which will result in you being removed from the recruitment process, but that's not going to happen to anybody. We do also have a cost requirement. So every chapter has dues. Their nationals and their local chapter, with help from advisors, set what their dues are each semester. The new member semester, so that first semester you join, is usually the most expensive. So keep that in mind. It can range from 500 to closer to 1,300, depending on the chapter. After that first semester, it does go down quite a bit. There's a lot of startup fees and things like that. And then also we have housing. So most of our members, their like junior year will live in the house. Sometimes that second semester of your sophomore year, you live in the house. Some of our organizations have meal plans, and all those costs kind of differ depending on the space, meal plans, and things like that. So these are all things to keep in mind when you are wanting to join an organization. So, and thank you for joining us virtually. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our office. That's it. Thank you.